You are listening to Eric, Tanya, and Belky on a show that is just perfectly shameless.
Hi, guys. This is episode 6. 5. I don't know how to count, so I went to LAUSD, so, you know, my education's not
too on LAUSD.
It's not too good. Yes. So today's episode is going to be nostalgia. Here with
you by Solita.
Solita.
We have two guests today. We have Perla, who was announced on the show, and then we have a special guest who was just kind of happened with Sully.
Yeah, as it happened. That's what my mom said. It just kind of happened.
I didn't see me.
With a special cameo of Marvin.
Hi. Hi, Tanya.
Alright, so what are we going to be talking about today, you guys?
I already said it. Nostalgia.
Oh. Okay. What are your points of view on nostalgia?
Yes, like mine.
What is your point of view?
Wait, are we gonna
Rocco's Modern Life?
I just want to
catch up on what our weeks was?
Yeah. Well, how was your 2 weeks? We haven't done this for 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's been interesting to see.
I just want to be a fucking jerk, I know, and show off that I saw Imagine Dragons.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was awesome. It was cool. And I was near his face.
I followed you because I'm done.
It's fine.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, though?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
No.
Freaking awesome.
So,
have you been, Perla, since your last visit with us?
Things have been good. Let's see. This weekend's going to be interesting. So I'm doing this tonight. Tomorrow it's my nephew's baptism.
Oh.
But Sunday we're doing 626 night market.
Oh, nice.
So I'm looking forward to stuffing my face.
That sounds exciting. I've always wanted to do that.
66.
What does that mean?
626.
626.
Oh.
Like an
Yeah.
area code. Oh, really? I was kidding. What does that mean, though?
I think it's like the Pasadena area.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Well, is it like San Gabriel area or like Pasadena?
But what does that mean?
I think
The
it's Pasadena.
626, what did you say it was?
Night
Night
market?
market?
What is that?
Well, they have like art.
So like the LA Art
It's like a
Walk.
festival, or?
Sort of, I guess
Kind
you
of.
can say that, yeah.
Do they do one like every month or whatever? Oh, okay. So then, yeah, it's kind of
It
like
seems
the
like
art
it. From the calendar, it seems like it.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
Is that where we're going on Sunday?
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
What about you, Tanya?
For real.
BRB.
What about you,
That
Eric?
means be right back.
What?
Sorry.
Well, obviously, the first week that we tried to do this episode was a total fail, as most of you, if you were listening, would know.
I was.
The second week, I was going through a lot, so I couldn't do the show, and we kind of just decided to take like the 2-week break instead, and then come back fresh today. Also, we have some changes, and I'm sorry, I'm eating a salad at the moment. But we have some changes. It's going to be 45-minute shows instead of 2 hours. So
because we heard you loud and clear, no one wants to talk for 2 fucking hours.
I mean,
and I don't even want to listen to myself.
We could talk for 2 hours, but no one wants to listen for 2 hours.
There we go. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But same.
Anyways, Tanya, how was your week? Or your 2 weeks off?
My 2 weeks off. It was actually pretty good. I just worked and chill and got to clean and paint in my house.
Oh,
not me.
We went to San Pedro.
Oh, we did go to San Pedro, and
Oh.
we Perla and I, we decided we're gonna do like a squad, like YouTube, and so we're gonna do vlogs. So I think we filmed like enough for the first vlog, but we just
Like a 5-minute video.
like a 5-minute video. So, but we don't know how to edit it.
So we have to hop on that.
So yeah.
That's cool. Well, I mean, I can show you guys how to edit and stuff.
Okay.
So let me know when you have free time.
There you go.
There we go. Master over
What do you
here.
I feel like that's
Sensei.
something you should have said
Social
at the
media.
beginning of our friendship. So when I started things, you could have been like, "Yo,
I know how
let
to
me
do
help
that.
you graphic design." Like,
Just saying.
right?
Yeah, I can also do your intros and everything.
Thanks.
There we
So let me
go.
know.
See?
I just exist.
I just
Apparently I'm a diva.
Not. Maybe don't.
Yeah, so Tanya's our diva.
So what is everyone drinking? Because I see like different bottles over here.
I'm just eating. I'm sorry.
Drinking
I'm
water.
hungry.
I'm drinking water at the moment. I don't know where it is.
Drinking
Whiskey.
some kind of liquor
Ooh, actually,
with a
you know what?
Fiona cup.
I have a michelada.
Do you still have the rosé?
You're gonna drink wine over our whiskey Wednesdays?
I just need
Friday?
more.
Saturday? Friday?
Today's Friday.
So you're drinking whiskey?
Yeah, I'm drinking what she's drinking.
I'm drinking beer, New Belgium style ale. I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds
Never
good.
tried this stuff before.
Is it good?
It's pretty
Okay,
good.
so
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What
Okay.
beer did you start on then?
This
First
is
start.
Nostalgia.
No.
There we go. It fits.
My first beer was
Like beer pong, 16 or 821. Like
my
what
first beer was Cobra.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn! Hardcore. Mine's MGD. No one?
I didn't start with beer. I started with Cisco.
We're talking about what beer.
What was your first beer?
My first beer?
Yeah, what beer? Because I hated beer when I first
Yeah,
started
when I
drinking.
first
too.
tried
I was
it.
only a liquor person.
I still hate it.
But then I started playing beer pong, and I was like, you know, your second cup, you're like, all right. Which one?
I started, okay. So, the first time beer, like, touched my tongue was
Solely
when I
beer?
was, like, 5. Because I was trying to, like, my dad would drink, and he left the beer unattended. That's not his fault. It's all my fault. I was curious, and I drank some Budweiser. But, if we're counting, like, when I was, like, actually aware of what I was drinking.
Exactly.
I tried Corona because I was like, let me see how this tastes, and I didn't like it. And then when
Too salty.
I developed the taste for it, it was, what was it? I don't know.
Solely beer, probably.
But my favorite would have to be Guinness.
I knew that.
Guinness.
Tons.
I like.
What was your first of all?
First,
my
yeah,
first
first.
beer?
Yeah.
The
The
first
first
sip.
that you liked.
Your
though,
first sip.
That's the difference.
The first beer I liked.
Yeah,
Well, the
because I
first beer I
hated
tried.
beer, but the first beer
Oh.
you liked.
Okay.
Like, I was like,
See?
alright.
Yeah, because I was never really a beer girl. I
Me
was always
neither.
hard liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was always either whiskey or rum. Yes. And then now I'm more like michelada modelo, you know? Because it doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like michelada. So, but I don't
Tomato.
really like, or like Coronas. Coronas one of Negra Modelo.
Negra Modelo.
I like
is
mine.
bomb.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
Never had
Bring
that.
some
I like
tomorrow,
Victoria's too. Honestly, Mickey's and Victoria. The
Ooh,
only
I
ones-
take it back. Mickey's. Hello.
Thank you.
Who am I?
40s. I'm just happy about this key.
We should have.
Sorry.
We should have just got
It's like the best part of my night.
Some 40s.
some 40s. Shout out to Vanessa.
So,
Are we going all like 90s childhood?
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
definitely.
Let's do it. Why not?
So what was the initial a scent, a song, and a
A
memory.
person.
And a person
Yes.
that brings nostalgia to you.
Like my childhood?
Yeah.
A scent was those like stickers that you would scratch.
Oh my god.
How do you
I
kill a
forgot
bond?
Oh my god.
Those that scent, I don't know, like the grape one, that's what takes me back. And then what was it, a song?
Yeah, a song.
Any NSYNC song really. Or
Alright.
Britney Spears, like her first album.
Oops.
That was me right there. And a person would probably have to be Lance from NSYNC.
Lance?
Bass?
What? I know he's gay, but I used to like him, okay, girl. I used to like him, I didn't know.
It's a panga.
Is JC Chaussee in NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that guy has
Wow.
my same birthday, and when I found out, I was like, not into boy bands anymore. So I was
We're about to
really.
lose so many fans because you didn't know about JC.
Right.
Right now.
First of all, I stopped liking them like ages ago, and I just recently
Shut up.
acquired the taste again.
We love them.
Why you?
I was an NSYNC girl though.
I was
Yeah.
more of a Backstreet Boy. I mean
Ugh.
JT though. Okay, Justin Timberlake, yes.
Is it weird that I didn't grow up listening to any of
It's gonna be May.
I mean, like 1990.
It's like I live for that meme. I can't wait till like the last days of April because of that meme.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's gonna be May.
That's why I knew you were so unique.
Why? What happened?
You're like
She just realized what year I was born in.
Oh wow.
the 80s, baby.
We made the cut.
Yes, exactly.
No, I'm
Like
90.
my whole life.
90? Okay, but that's
Oh.
yeah. It's only 2 years.
What
Yeah.
about you?
1990.
I was born 1990.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're 90s
Okay.
babies.
Okay. We're like
This was 89, right? You're 89?
89.
I feel like a
And it's
child.
like I'm not even gonna say.
She is 89.
And Chewy happens to be 2017.
2017. Chewy.
All right,
like a child.
favorite scary movie back in the day then? Like
Ooh.
real, like hardcore, not one to just watch because it's funny, but like, oh my god, favorite scary movie
That
back
actually
in the
scared
day.
me.
Just like one that you're like,
Okay,
alright.
The Exorcist.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
To this
Exorcist.
day or just back in the day?
No, till this
To
day. I'm
this
still-
day? The OG one?
Yeah.
That's
Like you're scared of
awesome.
it?
Huh?
Like you're scared of it, or you just like it?
Yeah, like I
Sometimes-
get scared easily, and you could ask Tanya.
Favorite scary movie?
Favorite, but still like kind of irks you.
From like
The back in the
from my
days.
childhood? Holy crap!
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta think about this.
Yeah, I would say The Exorcist too.
Really?
Yeah, but it doesn't scare me. I just love it.
It's just one of those like, oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Like, ugh.
And then now I know the lady,
Yeah.
so I'm like.
You know what's another one that was pretty good that came out around? I think it came out around the time. Was it Scream?
Ooh.
I've never seen
Is
Scream.
that 90s?
Scream was more funny than scary.
Was it 90s?
Yeah,
That- was it 90s?
Early 90s.
Oh,
late
okay.
90s.
I think the last one that truly scared me was Gothica. That
Really?
one fucking freaked me.
Have you guys ever seen Children of the Corn?
I don't think it was scary.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Which one?
Children of the Corn?
I was never scared to
Because
be.
it's cool, because they're always in a
Did you see the new one they made?
Or Village of the Damned?
Oh,
they have, wait,
Village of the Damned.
they have a new
Yeah.
one?
Oh, didn't watch it.
No, watch it.
It's just creepy. Like once you have kids, it's like I'm done. Like I don't want to watch them
You know-
sleeping
What?
anymore.
You know
Why
what movie
not?
I like? I don't think it
Because
was
my
like
kids
The Queen of the
sleepwalks.
Damned.
So
Was
my
that-
kids like at the
With
end of the day,
Aaliyah?
like,
You
Uh-huh.
died like in 2001.
With
They're
Aaliyah?
Was that 2000s or was that the 90s?
I think it was
I'm
like
gonna get a
2002 or 2001.
She died, didn't she die like in 2001?
Who?
Aaliyah.
I think it was like 2001.
Because I like that movie, The
2001.
Queen of the Damned. I mean, it's not like a
Mhm.
like a
Yeah,
90s
yeah,
movie,
yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
it's one of the best movies I've seen. And The Craft.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen the
scary
crap, but
from a
it's
bull.
I don't
Why does
think
it
so.
Why does it defend stiff as a
I know.
board?
We're trying that tonight.
I don't.
I know a lot of
Why am I
girls
always picked for
Oh,
this
yeah,
thing?
that's
They've
what
done that
I'd rather
before.
you float than
In the 90s, that's what it was called, the grunge look.
It's still called the
Grunge.
grunge
Oh,
look.
it's still,
And I think it's making a comeback soon.
It's
I
big.
like it.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
like it.
Yeah, same here. Wait, so what was the scent, song, and
Scent, song,
Oh, yeah.
and person that
person that
brings
takes you back to the 90s?
Okay.
or nostalgia, whatever.
That takes you back to the 90s?
scent
Or just gives
movie
you a sense
song.
of yeah,
Scent.
nostalgia. Apparently, I can't say it in English.
No.
What is
I don't know why, but Nickelodeon takes me back to the 90s.
Modern love.
That Stickly show was a shit. Coming home and watching that after school.
What was the Monsters one?
The Monsters.
And the guy that like held his eyebrows. Like, I was like, I wish I could.
Oh, he has like fucking armpit.
Right?
Yeah. He has feet for hands.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because he used to do cartwheels and it was like,
Ah.
You would just throw flies in the air and he'll just
Rocket Power.
Yeah.
Squid
Name all the-
was my
name all the characters.
favorite.
I knew of the show,
Wait, is
but I
that
wasn't a
the
fan.
surfing one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did surfing, skateboarding, rollerblade,
Yeah.
like they were the shit.
Wait, the
dude.
Rugrats though.
Rugrats,
Rugrats, that was
Yeah.
like.
What do you
Hey,
guys
they're
think
coming
about?
back.
They're about to make a
What
movie.
did you guys think about the Rugrats All Grown Up?
I didn't like it.
Actual.
I don't know about
Right? I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Really?
it's not going to be cartoon. The Rugrats one. It's going to be actual.
Just like Doug should have never grown up. After
Yeah.
Doug's shirt got longer, I was all like, what the fuck?
The sleeve was what did it, huh?
He was like, the sleeves? How dare you?
I don't watch it. Like, my kids are
No,
literally like, I try to show them these
Sleeves got
shows,
longer and
and
his
they're
shorts
like,
got longer.
this
I was
isn't
like-
filmed right, and it makes me sad. Like, I'm like, just watch it. Like, Rocket Power's amazing. Like, no, I can't watch this animation.
What?
Now I'm like, it makes me sad. So sad.
I got stuck in my childhood. I'm still watching cartoons. All dumbfounded.
All right, Scent.
Oh,
Fonzies.
Sense. Hold on, okay. Scent. Ooh, you guys remember those like candies? Like it looked like Jello, but like it was like the little like container ones.
And it had like a little fruit.
Yeah, or
Just
like the
one?
little, or like the little powder,
a
like
gummy?
candy
It's like a
powder.
square.
The one that you
The
like
Mexican
open
candy
it and
ones?
smell.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And it said-
the little jug.
and it says 100% natural, but then it said juice of concentrate or something like that.
Additives.
I never knew all the fruit was white.
Square inside.
Square.
It's like what? It's probably lychee.
Last one.
Oh,
Song.
it's what's it called? It's tofu.
Now, for all you vegans.
Oh, it's tofu. That's the plot twist.
And that's why there's so many vegans.
You're welcome.
That would make sense.
All right,
Thank you, Bernarda.
Song.
Song. Oh my god, dude! I can think about it.
Girl, we were just bumping a bunch of songs.
I know the other day. Okay, well, it's all like
the
girl
middle.
music though.
Yeah. Barbie girl.
Like Barbie girl.
Oh, dab
We were
it.
bumping on the way back home, dude. We were like
You know what's
going back
funny?
like throwback.
It's Eminem. Because after that, I started listening to a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
Because before I would listen to a lot of rock, like old, like Smash Mouth, like punk rock.
Smash
Yeah.
your pumpkins.
Yeah. And then Eminem came and I was like,
What?
Dr. Dre and everybody like that, like Pac and everybody like in the 90s.
I used to listen
Eminem
to.
became my.
I used to listen to
I just ate, so I'm like,
NSYNC, and then Eminem came along,
Oh,
and then
okay.
ta-da!
And then Belky was born.
And then my true identity came out.
I've always
like,
been, until recently, Eminem would just only disappointed me, but I've always been like, supported him this whole like career. Like, it's okay, grow, relapse. Take that album. You relapse, dude. I got you.
Oh my god.
I'll still support
he goes
you.
through stages in his life.
Exactly. Until his last one, and I'm like, all right, like relax. Like his one was Beyonce. I'm like, okay. Careful.
Did they say Beyonce?
Careful.
He made
yeah.
fun of Beyonce.
His new album. Yeah.
Did
His
you-
what?
yeah.
Oh yeah, his one with Beyonce.
It's called Walk
I'm
on
just-
Water.
Yeah, I feel like Beyonce's like, I've had this for 7 years. Just use this one here. Walk on water. Jesus is great. Like it's terrible. I get so mad.
It's okay. We also, I mean, he couldn't be perfect. That's
And
okay.
more, he used to be.
I mean, I remember when 8 Mile came out, I was like, I have to see this. And I was living in Fresno, and I didn't go see it, but I went to go steal. I went to go steal the soundtrack from Target. So same. It's like watching the movie.
Samesies. How long did you live in Fresno?
For 2 years.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And then, like, when I actually watched the movie, I was like, oh, Eminem.
Yeah.
First of all, how do you steal DVDs?
CD. It was a CD.
Oh.
Pirating.
It's called LimeWire.
Oh.
Break Fire Stick.
Nostalgia is like definitely LimeWire brings me back.
Share.
What is that?
That's some definitely gave your computer AIDS.
Thank you.
That's not funny.
My favorite part about LimeWire, and every time that I talk about it, is when you were like, we were talking about this the other day, when you were downloading the song, and everything was well, and then mid-song, teacher number 2, world premiere, world premiere. Get off the internet! Come on!
And we had downloads, so you would pick up and you were like,
Oh yeah.
Get off the internet! I'm like, Mom, I'm almost done downloading! I'm sorry.
That is another nostalgic thing.
And then she'll yell like, I even told you to stop downloading music off the internet!
Or even mixed CDs. You guys remember
Oh my
mixed
God,
CDs? Like
yes.
those are I
Oh
still
my
have
God.
so many
I
of
used to sell
those.
them.
Like,
I still have a thing of
I used to
them.
sell them $3 a pop.
hey babe, like I thought of
They
you.
only got 11
Here's
songs.
a mixed CD. Sunshine. You never call me my baby boy. You know, you're like, Jesus Christ. This is
Oh
like
my God.
juicy.
Or something like Envy, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would give my life to you.
The auto-tune.
Yeah. Oh my God. Mixed CDs were the best. I still have so
It'll
many
make
of
fun and break
those.
out the song.
In a dance.
Alright, Belky.
Oh yeah. Song, fragrance, and what? Movie.
And
No,
person.
no, it was a person.
Person.
Sorry.
I know, but we talked about movies too.
You didn't say a person.
No, I didn't, huh?
She just said Backstreet Boys.
I like the Backstreet Boys. You know what's funny?
Or a TV show even. Like you're one of your kid TV shows, dude. Which one?
Favorite TV show as a
That's
child?
kid, yeah. Clifford.
Emily Elizabeth.
I used to love Clifford. I'm sorry, but I
Oh
You
no!
were a PBS kid,
No.
Why is he wearing glasses below his
He has
ears?
no ears.
Yeah. Hey, I loved Arthur. Don't even
Hey,
go there.
they should remake Mr. Rogers'
The
Neighborhood.
proud.
They're making the movie.
No.
Oh, I know, I saw it. Yeah.
No.
No, don't
listen.
ruin it.
No, they already ruined it. Too
What are
late.
you talking about?
There's a
Kids
Mr.
eat
Rogers
that.
Neighborhood, but it's a little like a tiger who's like Mr. Roger now.
What?
Yeah, it's a little tiger.
Poor kid.
I'm trying to see what's the kid from the Winnie the Pooh movie that they're making?
Christopher Robin,
Yeah, I
Ewan
wanna see
McGregor.
that.
I never thought I would say this. Ewan McGregor. I never thought.
So excited.
I love Ewan McGregor, and I was
Oh,
telling you, I was talking.
He is a
He's
Jedi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Whoa! That's his name?
No.
Whoa.
Yes.
He's
I mean, no,
not Obi-Wan?
No.
Last time Kenobi?
Star Wars
You
is
know
not
how
real.
many Hispanic women have them on their wall because he thinks he's Jesus?
Jesus. Yeah, ma'am. I did watch Winnie the Pooh as well. Never in those years did I imagine that I'd say the phrase, damn, Christopher Robin.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Let's do this.
Someone please help her.
Adult Christopher Robin, may I add.
Hope so.
And
Oh.
your song?
Dude, Eminem, for sure.
Which one though?
I know.
I don't have,
Like a specific one?
a specific rock bottom
Whoa.
because I'm a depressive person.
Depressive person.
No, that song just like it gave me strength.
rock bottom.
Give you life.
It gave me life because I was such an angry teenager, and then he was like, "This goes out to all the happy people," and he's just so angry, and I'm like, "Same." I'm angry at all these happy people. Get out of my way. Let me be angry.
I saw this meme that said, what do this artist, or who did this artist play music for? And Eminem was one of them. And then it said he plays music for the, I don't want to be racist, but like for the kids that play like video games, and their moms tell them like to stop playing.
White America! Mine, I think, was Linkin Park.
Oh.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
like I got through middle school and high school a lot where I was like, yes, you feel me. Let's get
That's so funny.
No,
You are mentioning that because today's his
Mine's was also
anniversary.
Linkin Park.
Damn, I remember now. My mom used to tell me to shut up all the time.
Yeah, no, mine too. Mine was definitely, I think, Linkin
My
Park
mom
Metamorphia.
if to add on to nostalgia, every time I see the 2001 Chronic, I remember how my whole CD collection when I was that age was stolen. And everything would have been well. I would have still owned all of those CDs had my mom not seen the Chronic 2001. And she was livid. So she got all my posters, all my CDs, all my magazine cutouts, and like, that is your world, and ripped them one by one in front of my face. Bro, she threw the CDs to the trash, and I actually jumped into the dumpster, and I pulled them out, and then she broke them right in front of me. And I think the part that hurt the most was that I had this like really hard to find picture of Eminem that I have yet still to find of him standing against a wall next to a telephone booth, and he's all tagged on, and it says Eminem, Dr. Dre, and he has all these like racial slurs like tagged on him, and it was such a dope picture, and she ripped it right. That was the first photo that she got, and she went, ouch. I was like, my soul hurts.
Oh my god, do you guys remember, well, this is like, I think it is nostalgia, but we're not talking about like childhood anymore. But remember those little like
chokers?
But they weren't like actual chokers, like they were like the
cross
plastic looking cross ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Those made a comeback.
Yeah, right? I thought it was just me, but oh my god.
And actually, my kids are super into Spice Girls right now,
What?
which is awesome. They're like singing like, so tell me what you want. Would you eat
Do you guys remember the candies, the Mexican candies? May I
That had the
ask?
stickers.
The cheese and the lollipops.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rebelde came along and they did the same thing, and I was like, okay,
Okay, never mind.
Damn.
Eric, what's your
What's my what?
Song, fragrance, and
Movie.
I don't think we.
Oh.
slash show.
I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, you guys just caught me off guard.
Oh my god.
For once.
Since they
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to listen to you guys?
For a smell, that's a good question. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, and if you've never been to like Mexico or like that area of the world, you won't understand this. But like, because I grew up a lot of my childhood in Mexico, and so like waking up in Mexico, there's always that smell of like burnt wood.
Ooh, that's El Salvador.
Right?
Dream.
Yeah.
Salvador for me is like wet dirt though, like because it used to rain. You remember how like I don't know if you, but it's
I don't
humid.
think I've been
Yeah.
there.
It's humid, and when it rains, like afterwards, it smells like tierra mojada.
Oh, I love that smell.
I love that smell too.
Yeah, no, but in Mexico it was always burnt wood, and like that's the kind of every time I like go out like for a hike in the morning or anything like that, as soon as I get that whiff, I'm like, oh my god, my childhood. For a song, I would say anything that has to do with like Chicano rap. Because my sister growing up, she used to always listen to that. That was like her main type
Little
of music.
Rob.
Yeah, Little Rob. Yeah.
Mr. Capone.
It was the MB Riders, or before they were the MB Riders. What was it?
Amanda Perez.
Oh, yes, I love her.
Art Laveau.
I just,
Guys, whoa. Did I touch a soft spot for you guys?
Our show was everything.
yes,
I
the lip
love-
connection.
I would listen just to make fun of people.
What about Cruel Intentions? Remember that movie?
No.
What? No?
Okay.
Alright.
Next.
We're gonna move on. Next.
Person.
Or movie or scent.
No, you already said scent.
Wood.
A person, damn.
Technically, he said morning wood. Just think about it.
That sounds pretty good.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know. A person. I can't think of a person.
What about a movie?
A movie,
Scary movie.
Okay, I know a movie. I know a movie that I can guarantee none of you will know. And if you know, I will hug you. The Great Panda Adventure.
Is that a Disney movie?
Kind of.
But it's like live action and it's about a kid like
Rescuing pandas. Yes.
I think I've seen it.
Live action. Live action. I want to make this clear. Live action panda movies. They've seen.
It's not live action. It's not live action.
Go ahead, give her a hug.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Hugs.
It's about this kid who goes with his dad to China.
In the cover of the movie, it's like
They're in the bridge.
a bridge.
Yes, I love that movie.
I've seen this. I've seen this because I didn't have cable and that's all it was.
So this movie
I wanted to.
is like a panda reserve in China, and someone steals a little panda, and there's like two little kids, a little boy and a little girl, go into like the forest to save the little panda. That's what it's all about.
Like it's live action?
Yeah.
Or like
they actually have like real pandas
Basically.
and like real kids and everything. Yeah. And you see the little panda walking.
Remember Homeward Bound?
Oh, the mouse. Is that the mouse, right?
Homeward Bound, the dogs, the golden retriever.
That they go looking for their owner across the
Exactly, like they.
They had like 3 of them, no? Like.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
like
you're gonna know this one, Tanya. Between the
the oldest one.
Wait.
Between the Lions?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I love that show.
I had
Did
to
you
watch
watch it?
that show because of
Between
my
the
little
Lions?
sister. Between
They
the
were lions.
lions, between the colors.
And it was like they were always showing you like how to spell and how to read and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you walk-
See, the thing is that all these shows around this, like in the 90s, I was still in El Salvador, so I didn't get here till 2001.
I was in Mexico through this whole
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry. You need to say it in Spanish. Entre los leones.
I was in Mexico. I grew up in Mexico.
In El Salvador.
Until what year? How old are you?
No, I started seeing that when I was here. When I came back in like 2001.
How old were you though?
Huh?
How old were you
When?
you came here? 2001.
12 or 11.
Okay, so you guys were the
And you
same
came-
age when you
wait,
guys
how old
came
were
here.
you? How old were you when you got around? What year did you come here?
2000.
I came here in 2001. I was 11. I'm older than you, so you can't be that.
2003?
Call it out.
2003?
I got receipts. Literally.
2003, 2004, something like that.
Wait, nobody ever said Pokemon the movie.
Oh,
No, did you guys not watch this?
Really?
Yes,
I wasn't allowed to.
When Ash died,
porque los Pokémon eran del
I was a
demonio.
Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon or.
Pokemon was my whole world when I was growing up. I had like a ton of holographic cards.
So fuck yeah, my best friend still got her shit like on her mantle. I'm like, you know, you're 32 years old. She's like, well, I have all 250 fucking cards. I'm like, that's cool.
yeah, you're still 32.
And you see, I but do you still have them, or did you just collect them and then?
I was
fucking-
trying to save them, and then later on, like when I was older, I wanted to like sell them off, the like you know, the nice ones.
When
And
it was time
my
to,
mom,
like Beanie Babies.
my mom
They
has
never
this
sell.
habit of like grabbing my stuff, and if she sees that I don't use it often, she'll throw it away.
Oh.
So she
Yeah.
threw all my cards away, and she did the exact same thing with my Jordans.
Oh, shoes?
Yep.
Okay, I was.
What?
That's different.
I would have been hurt.
Oh, I was.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, I do show my kids, like, there's this new thing called Shopkins, like, for
What's it
kids.
called?
Shopkins, yeah.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
it's
them.
like the shit, the stuff.
The Beasleys.
Back in the day, you know, and so my kid was like, I gotta get this and that, and I was like, no, it's gonna last 2 seconds. So my mom bought her all this stuff. She had like 200 Shopkins, And now it's like
They're
little
these little,
tiny, like
really tiny, like figurines.
it's like maybe
They're
an
little
inch
animals.
by an inch, and it's like, oh look, it's a cupcake with eyes. Oh look, it's a
it's
high
like
heel
little
shoe
keychain, right? It's like
with eyes.
but you can make them into keychains.
It's freaking stupid. Like,
Oh,
so I
and
refuse to buy them.
They have like houses, like an ice cream parlor, a bathroom, like
pockets.
Polly Pocket.
I didn't know that.
I had a whole
When they
Polly
actually
community
was
of Polly
in
Pockets.
it actually fit.
And
in
it
your
had
pocket.
the apartment you
Her
opened.
clamshell?
Yeah, these are even dumber.
You stashed
These
her
are-
in her clams?
Exactly. These are even dumber. These are just the figurines, you know? So my kid had them. I was like, absolutely not. And so now, like, 6 months later, I'm like throwing this crap away because she doesn't even touch it anymore. I'm like, all my relatives spent like probably $600 on this bullshit.
Oh, nice.
Do you guys
Full
remember
stuff.
they were keychains, but like you can
Tamagotchis?
Digimon!
Tamagotchis.
Yeah. And then you forgot to feed them because you were like.
Feed them.
Then you forgot to feed them because you were playing outside.
Or
And
like
they died on
the
you.
little dinosaurs that you can put in water.
Oh,
I had
Or the
the
boyfriends.
I had the Choppa Gigapet, so mine died after two missed feedings.
I was like, fuck this.
They all got after 2 misfeedings.
It never turned back on though. I was like, oh, okay.
Mine died, and then you would have to get a pin to reset it for the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that? And then he would come back alive. You would get a little egg.
And then as an adult, I'm like, well, I'm glad we never got actual animals because
That'd be dead.
wow.
Yeah. And now we have some.
I guess it prepared us.
Yeah.
Right.
And now that one.
No, you got one.
Oh right, I have to feed my child.
Did you
I
do
learned that
your-
from Gigapets.
Your scent. What about your show?
Huh?
Your show? You did your show?
Yeah, I did movie. Oh, show. Yeah, show. The Between the Lions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Between the covers of the book.
Damn, that's crazy.
Between the lions. I know that theme song because I had to sing it every single time with my little sister.
What was a wildberry thorn?
The Wild
Wild
Thornberries.
Thornberries? Oh.
I disliked that show.
What?
What
I
about
didn't like
Disney
it.
Channel shows?
Oh.
Like, what's a Disney Channel show that you guys remember?
Hell,
That's a smart
yes!
house so bad when I was younger.
Did it take over your life?
didn't
No,
have
so it can make me
cable.
fucking food. This can make me freaking food. Like,
I didn't have cable, so
Mine's with
So I
Lizzie
didn't-
McGuire.
Yes,
I
Lizzie
know.
McGuire. Yes, that's a Raven too.
That's her. You know what's crazy? I don't remember. Like, I don't even remember when it when all those shows ended.
Really?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I felt like I blinked, and then now we have new shows coming.
while you guys were watching those shows, I was watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
That too.
and Twins.
Oh, what about Sister?
Sister.
You know that they're 40 years old.
What?
They do not look it.
They just turned 40.
Go home, Roger.
Marcus Christian now.
He's Christian?
What?
Marcus Houston, he became a full-on like Jehovah's Witness.
What?
What?
After he tried that whole R&B thing, it didn't work out. That's what he did.
You guys remember B2K?
Omarion.
That's not even how it goes.
oh no, that's the one
That's
guy. When he went
solo.
solo.
Omarion.
B2K. What was it?
Where my heart used to be.
It's an iBox. An iBox.
Icebox.
Like an iBox.
I have it.
You know what I'm thinking of.
I know.
right now.
Bump, bump, bump.
That's what it's called. Bum, bum, bum.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
we're trying to
it's
look
the-
up, like,
It's all I wanna see. Baby, show me. Baby, turn around and then you see the.
What are we singing here?
No, bump
B2K.
bump, bump, bump. Yeah.
What song are you gonna look for?
No, sorry.
Like, what are like items that bring you nostalgia, like bring back your childhood? For me, it was those plastic inflatable furniture.
Oh,
What?
the clear ones?
Yeah.
It was like a little clear chair or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember
Or
that.
jellies, the chanclas.
What?
Oh, jelly shoes!
Okay.
Oh,
You guys were probably old. You guys probably didn't see this, but there was this show called Shusha,
No.
and it was a Spanish show.
Was it on
It was a
Telemundo?
No, it was on Univision.
See, it's not fair.
Univision.
That's not fair, guys.
Oh yeah, because no, but she said you guys probably didn't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it either.
Never mind.
Novella. Alright, go ahead.
Did you guys know it wasn't a novella? It was a kid's show. Do you guys know about Topo Gigio?
Oh, Topollillo.
Oh, the poquillo! Oh, the meat!
What is that song go? Oh my god.
Amiguitos!
It was a. Oh my god, what was he like? A gopher?
What did he say?
No.
A la camita.
And then he was so dancing and his little feet were like...
I saw a video on Facebook a few weeks ago. My mom reposted it, and I was like, "Oh my god, why am I getting so many flashbacks right now?"
Wait.
He's wearing nightgowns.
Any of you guys get the Cepillín Happy Birthday song for your birthday?
No, I never did. Well, I didn't celebrate birthday, so...
Cepillín.
I don't even know what Cepillín is. Cepillín was a clown, and I was not a big fan of clowns.
I don't remember that
All right,
at all.
so
Alright guys, so to wrap it up, I think that
this
we
was
kind of
just us reminiscing, man.
Live.
Reminiscing.
And hopefully we took you down the trip down memory lane
we get out of
with our
control
Topo
sometimes.
Gigio.
We always get out of control. It's just in our nature. It's who we are. It makes us human.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible people, but at least we finished the show today.
Exactly. We did it. We got this.
We did
I got
it.
a key.
I got
I
a
know you don't know what that means, but I got a key, guys.
But it's only got a
No
key.
hicimos.
We did it.
We did it.
But yeah, this was a fun show. It was nice going back and remembering crazy things that we've gone through, like growing up and like our childhoods and stuff. But yeah, so our next episode is actually going to be in regards to serial killers. I am so excited, you guys.
Complete opposite
I am
of what we just talked about.
You guys have no excited. Like,
We are not excited.
Listen,
How
we're
excited
doing like
he is.
serial killers and we're doing like horror.
Watching.
no, we're doing serial
Serial
killers. Serial killers.
I
Just serial
highly
killers.
doubt we're gonna stay on topic, but it's
Oh, we will. You have no clue. I will stay on topic.
Girl.
I don't know anything about anything, so it's
Serial killers are like. I have an obsession with them.
bye.
Bye. Bye.